crashes on I-40.
Stay tuned for my first weather forecast to see what the homecoming weather is looking like tomorrow.
And homecoming week still has a few events to attend. All this and more right now.
This is News 3 New Mexico, your local source for news, sports, and first weather.
Welcome back to News 3 New Mexico. I'm Drake Long.
And I'm Samantha Stressman. Thank you so much for watching.
Our top story of the night. A Portales man was arrested on Wednesday the 22nd at approximately 8:50 p.m. The Portales Police Department responded to a report of a wanted man in an apartment located on the 700 block of West 2nd Street. Upon arrival, the area was investigated and determined that Michael Ray Encinas, age 41, was inside and was barricading the door, preventing officers from entering the apartment. Once the Portales PD deployed chemical munitions into the apartment, Encinas exited the premises and was taken into custody. He faces 2 counts of criminal penetration of a minor under 13, intimidation of a witness, and resisting, evading, or obstructing an officer.
The Chavez County Sheriff's Office is investigating a serious incident after a resident in the 6,000 block of North Atchison noticed what they believe to be a live hand grenade. In a precautionary but potentially risky move, prior to contacting law enforcement, the resident wrapped the device in duct tape, hoping to prevent the grenade from going off. Deputies secured the scene and contacted the bomb squad, and the property remained closed for the remainder of the investigation. Extreme caution was exercised by the authorities. Under Sheriff Islas noted that while inert hand grenades are commercially available as novelty items, the item is being treated with the utmost respect and assumed to be a real and live explosive until proven otherwise. 2 major crashes sent multiple people to the hospital and slowed traffic Thursday on I-40 east of Albuquerque. While responding to a semi-truck fire around 10:20 a.m., Moriarty fire crews found 3 semis and 3 cars involved in a crash near mile marker 195 on westbound I-40. 4 people were hospitalized and are in unknown condition. Another crash around 2:30 happened at mile marker 192 on the eastbound side of I-40. Crews found a pickup truck pinned underneath the back of a semi. Crews extricated the person from the vehicle and flew them to the hospital in Albuquerque. Both crashes are still under investigation. Here at News 3, we urge you to be aware of your surroundings when traveling on an interstate and follow posted speeds for your safety and others as well.
The New Mexico Office of Broadband Access and Expansion will host a ribbon-cutting ceremony in Columbus this Tuesday at 11 a.m. to mark the connectivity of a major broadband project in the village of Columbus in Luna County. The project has already connected nearly 200 homes and businesses as part of the multi-million-dollar infrastructure project, put together by Valley Telecom Group and paid for by the Office of Broadband Access and Expansion. The goal is to eventually connect 822 locations. If you would like to go to the ribbon-cutting ceremony, it will be held at the Public Plaza across from City Hall on the 28th of this month at 11 a.m. If you would like to RSVP for the event, you can contact Mike Curtis at michael.curtis@connect.nm.gov.
Well, we've seen a lot of rain this past week and cooler temperatures in the morning, but hot in the afternoon still.
I'm really enjoying those cooler temperatures for sure.
I know, I wish it stayed cool throughout the day instead of the heat.
Yeah, me too. Before I get into tonight's lows, let's take a look at our current radar. Not seeing much precipitation here in Portales or the Eastern Plains. Mostly the rain you're going to see is between Lubbock and Amarillo on the I-27 side. Possible severe weather, just keep out for your local weather reports. As we look at our current wind speeds, we're going to see 14 mile per hour gust right now in Rio Doso. Here in Portales, we're seeing a breezy 10 miles per hour, gust of 14 up in Clovis, 8 miles per hour in Tucumcari. Windy in Lubbock, Texas, right now at 20 miles per hour. And then up in the Panhandle of Texas, we're looking at 9 miles per hour in Amarillo. As we take a look at tonight's lows, you're going to see 43 in Albuquerque, 44 tonight in Santa Rosa, 45 in Tucumcari. Tonight here in Portales, you're going to see a low of 49. Clovis is going to be at 47. West Texas and Lubbock is going to be at 54. And then up in the Panhandle of Texas, we're going to see 48 in Amarillo. As we take a look at our 3-day forecast into the weekend here in Portales, we're going to see we hit a high of 81 today. And then tomorrow for our homecoming game, it's going to be sunny and 75. Perfect fall weather for me. And then Sunday, 85 to round off the weekend. I have more of my full weather forecast about what the radar is looking like tomorrow for homecoming. Back to you, Samantha.
Thank you, Jaden. a partnership between state health officials, local farmers, and food banks delivering 10,000 pounds of fresh produce to more than 800 families in Harding and Union counties this week. The New Mexico Department of Health Farmers Market Nutrition Program partnered with the Santa Fe Farmers Institute, the Food Depot Food Bank, and Golden Spread Food Pantry to support rural and frontier families in northeastern New Mexico. This week's delivery is one of the largest fresh produce deliveries to the region to date. Of current participants, approximately 577 are seniors and elders, with 866 other community members. Each box of New Mexico-grown produce keeps dollars circulating locally, supports small and mid-sized farms, and provides fresher, more nutritious food compared to the store-bought options. To find a food pantry in your area, contact the NMDOH helpline at 1-833-796-8773.
Are you a fan of movies? Do you love the state of New Mexico? We have just the event for you. Titled Roosevelt Refreshers, Lights, Camera, Action, Films of New Mexico. It's planned to be an evening of fun, drinks, and fascinating history, with guest speaker Haley Goebel, the curator and manager of the Roosevelt County Historical Museum. The event will be held at Enchantment Vineyards on Tuesday the 28th, and the doors open at 6 p.m. and the chat opens at 6:30 p.m. Admission is free and open to the general public. However, attendees must be 21 or older.
On Sunday the 26th from 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., Dr. Tracy Carr will be showing off her oboe skills in a faculty recital. The event will be located in Buchanan Hall, inside of the music building here on E&M's U campus. Dr. Carr is a professional of music at Eastern New Mexico University and is active as a soloist, chamber musician, orchestral musician, clinical, and educator, so it's expected to be an amazing show for sure.
Today's News 3 pet of the day is Fenrir. Fenrir is a 10-month-old Keeshond puppy. He is known for always finding a new adventure to tackle. His favorite unofficial snacks are dandelions and bugs that can and will sting him. He can often be found in his favorite spot on the couch.
If you would like to have a chance to have your pet on News 3 New Mexico, send some photos of them to news3nm at enmu.edu, along with their name, age, and something you love about them.
Coming up after the break, Jaden will have his full weather report.
But first, let's take a look at today's financial market.
Happy Friday, everyone. Glad to be here doing weather for you today. Let's take a look at our radar across the U.S. We're seeing a bit of rain in the Midwest, especially between the Dallas-Houston area, just moving up towards the Oklahoma area, and then a little bit of rain up in the Portland area around the Canadian border up there. But let's take a look here in New Mexico. We're seeing a little bit of rain kind of moving from the northeast, moving down towards the east here in the eastern plains. A little bit of cloud cover here and there, maybe some pop-up showers, just moving east towards the Lubbock area. This will be in the early morning hours tomorrow. Hopefully it won't interfere with our parade events for our homecoming. shouldn't. It should clear out. As we take a look at our current temperatures, we're seeing 62 up in Farmington, 64 in Albuquerque, 72 in Santa Rosa, and then down south we're seeing 73 in Alamogordo, 61 in Rio Doso. Here in Portales, we're seeing a current temperature of 74. Clovis is at 72. Good old Lubbock, Texas is at 69, and then Hobbs, New Mexico is at 75. As we take a look at tonight in Portales, we're going to see showers late in the evening, AM hours, and then winds out of the northeast at 8 miles per hour tonight. With winds, let's take a look at our wind forecast real quick. You're going to see 6 p.m. we're going to have a gust of 14 miles per hour to the west, and then 8 miles per hour at 7 p.m. out of the northwest. And then into the morning hours, you're going to see kind of clearing out, not much breeze, perfect for a fall weather morning. So take a look at tonight's lows. 38 in Santa Fe, 39 up in Farmington, 44 in Albuquerque. Santa Rosa is going to be at 48, Rio Doso 46, and then down south you're going to be ranging around the lowers and higher 40s. Here in Portales, though, we're going to see a low tonight of 46. Sure feeling like fall here in the Eastern Plains. Really excited for that, for it to get colder. 43 in Clovis, 41 in Tucumcari, and then Lubbock, Texas is at 49 with Amarillo at 46 right now. As we take a look at tomorrow's highs, you're going to see 71 here in Portales for tomorrow high, and then 69 in Clovis, 71 also in Tucumcari. Amarillo, Texas is going to be at 66 up in the Panhandle of Texas, and then 72 in Lubbock, Texas. As we take a look at tomorrow night's lows, you're going to see really it's starting to feel like fall. We're going to see 37 here in Portales, 34 in Clovis, 35 in Tucumcari, and up in Clayton, 37, 30 in Lubbock, Texas. Not much really freezing just quite yet, but it should be getting here soon. As we take a look at our 7-day forecast for Tucumcari, you're going to see Tucumcari is going to be ranging around the 70 to 80 throughout the weekend, lows in the 40s. And then next week, it's just going to be 60s all the way across the board, except Monday is going to have a high of 80 with the low of 40. As we take a look here in Portales, so you're going to see tomorrow AM showers 31% with a high of 71 and a low of 46. Sunday is going to be 80 with a low of 48, and then 81 on Monday. And next week, we're finally hitting the 60s with lows on the 37s all week next week. So, finally starting to feel like fall, sort of.
It's about time.
It's about time.
Thank you for joining us.
Welcome back, sports fans, to News 3 New Mexico. My name is Lorenzo Solis, and let's take a dive at today's report. Starting off today's report, we're taking a swing into the MLB. Monday was a real nail-biter, with the Seattle Mariners taking on the Toronto Blue Jays in a suspenseful tiebreaker to decide who would get to go against the Dodgers in the World Series. Although the Mariners fought tooth and nail to secure a spot as a finalist, it was the Blue Jays that stole the last win with a final score of 4-3. Whilst it was a close shave, it was the push they needed to advance to the World Series. And it's no secret that the Dodgers had a stranglehold over the competition. Even when they fell behind in the rankings, there was always a sneaking suspicion they'd come back. And with the stomp they left on the Brewers in the league championships, there's no doubt they'll give Toronto a run for their money. And this isn't the first time the two Blue Giants have gone head-to-head, because this season, back in August, They went head-to-head in a short little 3-game series, with the Dodgers taking 2 out of 3 wins that series, with the Blue Jays winning the last game on the matchup. With all this in mind, both teams have something to prove this week, and the first game is expected to be played tonight at 6. Basketball season is coming up quickly. The 17 League released the preseason poll on Monday morning, with 4 all-conference players returning to our program. I think we are off to a good start, said head coach David Bowe. In less than a month, we will get to prove our worth. Eastern New Mexico was chosen, tied for 6th in a poll in 2025 through 2024. The Greyhounds were tied with 2 other programs for 6th after finishing with a 13-9 record in conference play. The preseason favorite is DBU. With an 850 total point and 42 of 51 possible first-place voters, the Patriots won the league last year and advanced to the national semifinals after winning the South Central region. Rounding out the top 5 are St. Mary's, Lubbock Christian, St. Edwards, and West Texas A&M. Tied with ENMU with 6th is Angelo State. The LSC also recognized the preseason player of the year. The honor goes to Damani Claxton of St. Mary's, who earned a 17.1 points per game and a 49 total steals in 2024-2025. Claxton was a second-team All-LSC honoree a year ago. Each school recognized a player to watch. For ENMU, it was Jose Murillo. Found his name on the list. Murillo is in his 4th season donning the green and silver. He has played in 90 contests and started in 85 over his time in Portales. His junior season was his best yet, as he averaged a 13.2 points and 5.9 rebounds per contest. He also had a 125 career blocks, with 43 coming during the 2024-2025 season. Dozens, including several current and former NBA players and a coach, arrested in connection with years-long illegal gambling operations. Charges include money laundering, wire fraud, and even armed robbery. Prosecutors say 6 people, including Miami Heat player Terry Rozier, helped rig games with sports bettors. Prosecutors say victims, called Fish, were lured to play alongside high-profile athletes called face cards, and everyone but the victims were in on the scam. Using rigged shuffling machines, poker chip analyzers, x-ray tables, and even special contact lenses and eyeglasses to read marked cards.
This is the insider trading saga for the NBA.
Members of the group placed more than $200,000 in wagers on his under statistics. Rozier exited the game after just 9 minutes, and those bets paid out, generating tens of thousands of dollars in profit.
In a statement, the NBA said they are in a process of reviewing the federal indictments announced today and will continue to cooperate with the relevant authorities. Well, that's all the news I got for y'all today. Don't worry, we'll be right back at the desk with Drake and Samantha after the break, so stay tuned.
Welcome back. PFAS, a breakdown-resistant substances known for making their way into drinking water, soil, air, and bloodstreams. Cannon Air Force Base is an example from firefighting foam seeping into the surrounding areas. New Mexico Health and Environment officials conducted a $1.2 million testing project. This project drew the blood of nearly 630 people. The results were shared Thursday evening. The research shows that 99.7% of the participants had one or more PFAS substance in their bloodstream. A quarter of participants had levels reaching the highest concentration tier used in national guidelines. These findings are suggesting a correlation with the contaminated groundwater migrating from the base.
Have you ever thought about adopting a furry friend? Well, you are in luck. The Clovis Animal Shelter has lots of cats and dogs up for adoption. These 3 sweet kittens are named Sagebrush, Tumbleweed, and Cacti. They are very shy but oh so sweet. If you are looking for a furry friend of your own and want to give them a loving home, you can call 760-7893 and go visit the shelter on 2203 East Brady Avenue in Clovis, New Mexico. Their hours of operation are Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. Well, homecoming week is drawing to a close, but there are still events for you to go out and enjoy.
Friday and Saturday are full of events, so let's go through some that are full of Greyhound spirit.
Friday the 24th will be a day full of events. The President's Barbecue started 30 minutes ago and will run until 6:30. Right after the barbecue at Steve Loy Family Foundation Arena, the annual Homecoming Bonfire and Pep Rally will kick off the night. This is a live look at the Steve Loy Family Foundation Arena, where preparations are in full swing to get the event up and running. Eastern's homecoming royalty will be announced, and the Master of Ceremonies, Doc Elder, will lead the pep rally schedule of events. After this, the homecoming celebration drone show will begin around 8 p.m. It promises to be a spectacular showing of school spirit. And lastly, from 8 p.m. to 10 p.m. at Uncle Mike's is the Halloween Dance, featuring Grupo Maldad. Entry is $10 for singles, $15 for couples, and there will be a costume contest during the show.
Saturday plans to be just as busy as Friday, starting with ENMU homecoming tailgating. The tailgate will be located at the Steve Loy Family Foundation Stadium parking lot from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m. Gear up for an unforgettable pregame experience that will take your college spirit to the next level. There will be tasty food and a live DJ, all for the great price of free. At 11 a.m., the homecoming parade starts and will travel down U.S. Highway 70. It will be a great family event where you can see some amazing floats, as well as hear some of the great music provided by the Greyhound Sound. At noon, the alumni tailgate begins in the hospitality tent within the tailgating area. At 3 p.m., our Greyhounds kick off against Western New Mexico at the Steve Loy Family Foundation Stadium. It's going to be one heck of a football game, so get out there and support your Greyhound football team.
Coming up after the break, we'll take a look into tomorrow's homecoming game matchup.
So make sure you stay tuned.
Lorenzo, why don't we take one final look at that homecoming game coming up tomorrow?
So right now, the Greyhounds have had not a good season right now, but they have had this could be a new victory for them just for the season, just because even Wagon Wheel is kind of terrible, but we can make it up for this on this one.
I know I'm really rooting for the Hounds. I know I usually try to go to every game I can, and I don't think this next game is going to be any different for me because I really want our boys in green to win.
Oh man, I would love to say every day is a great day to be a Greyhound. I would love, go Hounds.
Heck yeah.
Hopefully, we'll see though. I guess you never know. We could have a victory.
I know a couple of players are finally getting some play time. There's a Nate Ginsler. He's starting on the kickoff nowadays, and I really appreciate how Coach Lee is starting to change things up in response to this season not being as great as he expected it to be.
Oh yeah, definitely. But he has also been putting in the work as well. The kicker has been phenomenal this season and has been pushing us forward towards more and more points. Even on returns, we've been doing really good.
For you guys at home, we do have the Bonfire and Pep Rally tonight to kind of kick off the homecoming game. There's going to be that amazing drone show afterwards, so it's going to be a night full of fun events.
We'd love to see you there.
That's all the time we have for you tonight. Thank you so much for watching.
Stay tuned for next week.
Have a good night.